Imagine a single decision that could end the world as we know it. What if Putin decided to launch a nuclear war? Stay with me. You won't believe what could happen next. In today's video, we re-exploring a terrifying hypothetical scenario, the possible chain reaction if a nuclear strike were launched. This isn't about fear-mongering. It's about understanding the science, the politics, and the unbelievable consequences behind the unthinkable. The first few seconds after a strike would be catastrophic. Major cities across the globe would be targeted, and the devastation would be instantaneous. Imagine millions of lives lost in the blink of an eye. Skyscrapers, bridges, entire neighborhoods, all turned to dust. Power grids would fail, communication would cease, and all the infrastructure that holds our society together would simply collapse. But the real, horrifying danger doesn't stop with the initial blast. That's just the beginning of the nightmare. Other nuclear powers would be forced to react immediately. The launch detection systems would scream alerts across command centers worldwide. The pressure to retaliate before their own systems are destroyed would be immense. This could trigger a terrifying domino effect, a full-scale, global nuclear war. It's a scenario that keeps military strategists awake at night. Scientists have long warned of a nuclear winter. The immense smoke and soot from burning cities would be thrown high into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight for years. Global temperatures would plummet, crops would fail on a massive scale, and humanity would face a worldwide famine unlike anything seen before. For those who survived the initial blasts and the ensuing winter, the world would be an almost unrecognizable, hostile place. They would face challenges that sound like they're straight out of a post-apocalyptic movie. Radiation poisoning would become a silent, invisible killer, leading to slow, painful deaths and genetic mutations for generations. Society as we know it would break down. With no government, no law enforcement, and no resources, it would be a struggle for survival. Mass migration crises would erupt as people desperately flee the most contaminated zones, creating conflicts over the few remaining habitable areas. Economies would crumble, communication networks would be gone, and entire continents could become uninhabitable for centuries. So, could this ultimate catastrophe actually be prevented? Experts point to a web of international diplomacy, nuclear treaties like the Non-Proliferation Treaty, and complex fail-safes designed to prevent a single person from having absolute launch authority. These safeguards are our best hope. But what if a desperate, irrational decision managed to bypass them all? The chilling reality is that the consequences would be almost instantaneous and utterly irreversible. Once the first missile is launched, the path to global destruction is horrifyingly short. And here is a truly mind-blowing fact to put it all in perspective. Even a tiny fraction of the world's current nuclear arsenal, just 1%, could trigger a global catastrophe larger and more devastating than any war in human history. The sheer destructive potential we have created is almost impossible for the human mind to fully comprehend. The question isn't just, what if? It's, how close are we to this happening? Evolo Curio Wisp to explore more of the world's most terrifying possibilities, secret facts, and mind-blowing mysteries. Comment below. What do you think would happen first in a nuclear war scenario?